Hello, hello. Once again, aha, Sam's Corner. Good evening, Sam. From Viasia Fenyana near the Bremo. I hope everyone is doing well and so be here. Um, it's been a while, but it's all because life happens. That's why you haven't seen a video in a while. But today we are back with some action around the world from this past weekend and last week, and also current news going on right now. So stick with us. Make sure, again, if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it to others as well. Thank you to all those who've been sharing our videos. I love you all. I love you all. I love you all. Yes, so without wasting my time, I want to start off um, with a sad one today. This afternoon, or I'll say this morning, we didn't hear a very great news, and this goes to my. I think if you're not a basketball fan, you will not. I have absolutely no idea of what I'm talking about. The basketball world, the NBA world, lost a legend, and I say a legend in the sense of his work in bringing the game to Africa and being one of the pioneers as well in the game of basketball, representing Africa. And his name is Dikembe Mutombo. And for those of us who really follow the game of basketball, his signature, no, 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 no. I mean, he is a Hall of Famer due to basically blocking shots, and it's sad to see him passed away. Um, he died as a result of a brain cancer, which I feel I feel touched. Very, very, very sad news for the NBA world and especially NBA Africa. Deepest condolences goes to his family who are grieving at this moment. We hope they stay strong. Dikembe, known for blocking shots left and right, left and right, left and right. It took Michael Jordan years, I think 6 years, before he was able to dunk on Dikembe. He was a great, not just a great person, he was a great athlete and a great father and a great family man as well. Dikembe Mutombo's family. We are sorry for your loss. Okay, moving on to the next news. Well, before I move on, I just want to say a big shout out to my friend Marvin. I know I owe you lunch. I owe you lunch because Georgia, man, Georgia, almost pulled it off. Georgia almost pulled it off. We almost pulled off the comeback. Georgia almost pulled that comeback off. That was one of the best college football games I've ever seen or I've ever watched. Alabama Georgia game. But a deal is a deal. I owe Marvin lunch. I gotta get it for him. Okay, moving on. We're moving on to our sports, football around the world news. Starting off with Cameroonian FA. FIFA have banned Samuel Eto'o, who is the FA president for Cameroon, from attending any national team games for 6 months, which is a very not surprising news. I'll put it that way because some of us, you will say, but the way Eto'o was managing affairs of the Cameroon, of the Cameroonian Federation, was a bit autocratic, and in terms of appointment of coaches, stepping into dressing rooms, the way he was speaking to some of the players. I love Eto'o, man. I love Eto'o, the fact that he's a legend of the game. Eto'o, the Ohio football is so big. And Cameroon, to appoint him as the FA president, I was happy because I felt he has the experience, both local and foreign, and he could bring a change to Cameroonian football association. But just like Ghana, Cameroon football game seems to be on decline in terms of facilities, in terms of even the performances of the team. So some of us who've been following them for quite some times and seeing the altercations he's been having with some of the coaches, some of the players, the media, aren't surprised. Me and Kasa, yeah, I'm not surprised. And so this is a similar situation that could happen to Ghana if care is not taken. And when I say Ghana, I'm talking in terms of our FA president, who is very, very proud of himself and thinks he owns everybody. He thinks he's in charge of everyone. So I do believe that Eto'o's one is just the beginning of it. And FIFA is currently trying to make sure all the FAs are working hand in hand with all the stakeholders and not taking matters into their own hands, especially in terms of paying football or player selections, the use of FIFA money, and all of that. So the welfare of players is all very, very dear to FIFA. And Eto'o's situation is very sad, but at the same time, not surprising. And if Keto Kweku is sitting down there thinking, say, Obian Tumina, he should better watch out because FIFA is watching. It's watching. And you can only tell the lies as far as you can go and manipulate people as far as you can go in terms of the football development. Stating of that, he's fixed 80 pitches. Meanwhile, we don't even have a standard field to play on. And you're talking about fixing 80 pitches to FIFA. Well, we are here. We are all here. We are all here. Next news. Real Madrid superstar signing this summer. Kylian Mbappe, a team for Real Madrid for Anti-Asempa this weekend. I mean, it's bad, but it's not that bad. It could have been worse. Mbappe is set to miss 3 weeks. So the next couple of games, including the Champions League games and some of the league games, what is going to help, what the good side of it is that there's international break coming up. So probably Madrid won't be much worried if it wasn't for the international break. So, yeah, I feel for them, but I think it's everything happens for a reason. A reason. So, Mbappe, I pray that you heal up real quick because I don't want those Catalan guys to extend the lead on the top. My man Nesta, I know. And talking about Real Madrid, let's just go straight to some of the weekend actions that happened. This weekend, Real was had a game with Atletico Madrid, and the game ended 1-1. Although the game ended as a tie, that the biggest news was the game being stopped for about 10-15 minutes due to the supporters throwing things at Courtois. I'm say afanunu me no nyina Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid, omo nyina wo kuro baako so. Eti tension na wo high. I think say Madrid share go wie no. Supporters na omo Courtois pool na chi no. Estati say omo toto niema ebo no. Na no na I'm say emramo no referee no stop your game ne kakra. Ema omo echo dressing room na emra stop game no omo call dressing room no Atletico Madrid full coach Diego Simeone ni omo captain na omo call any supporters go kasa is almost sure this is just a game regardless of them playing at home. It's just a game, and so they should stop throwing the stuff at Courtois and say oh no omo kama cookie and who so on omo coach Diego Simeone ekokasa chair supporters no more say omunya no mo omo bomra from na agro no intimi and twaso. So that was the biggest news out of that game, aside from the game ending in 1-1. Diego Militao scoring for Madrid, and then Correa equalizing for Atletico Madrid to share the spoil. That being said, Barcelona were the happiest of it because this weekend wasn't one for them. It looks like they've enjoyed their honeymoon. Hansi Flick and his companions, his compatriots, have had a very great start to the season, regardless of their injury issues. They've had so much injuries, and everybody could see this coming. Like you can only go deep down your depth, especially Barcelona not having a depth right now. Yeka Barcelona on bench, is very loose, and with the amount of injuries they're experiencing, facing teams is gonna get much tougher if they do not get players back from injury. So this weekend, they lost. That is why presumably I'm saying Madrid not winning is a bit of happy news for Barca because they still get to keep a little bit of gap ahead of them, and it was. Some people would say humiliating loss. I don't think that was humiliating compared to Yanam Phobi. I will get that to them later. So it was a great game. It was a great game, and Lamine Yamal, man, the boy is talented. The boy, look at this goal. Look at this goal, man. The boy is talented. Just look at this goal. Just look at this goal. One touch, bang. Even though they were on the losing side, it's still it was a very impressive goal scored by the teenage sensation. So Barca losing, but still have hope because these young players they've got are stepping up. Kubasi and Co, all of them, Pau, what's it called, Pau Victor, and all of those guys coming in. It shows the impressive work Hansi Flick is doing. So talking about Barca, man, this incident happened this weekend in Ghana, where one, oh my God, and then Rantiaba, Mumpa Jumanyo, betting ebekumo, betting no ebekumo, betting ebekumo, fast money. The Barca, ayo obi no. I think say obi bet am fa. And they say aswa na say obi a seven car abono. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Ah, football, man. That's why we love this game. That's why we love this game. Uncle Fred. Uncle Fred. And it's not always that you're gonna win. So whoever's family member that is, I feel sorry for. Okay, moving on. Let's quickly run to the French La Liga. So the French League One. Monaco is on a roll. I mean, Marcel has been one of the talking points with Coach De Zerbi transitioning the team from where he was last year, playing great football. But Monaco in September was on fire, and they are also heating up. Monaco went unbeaten in September, beating the likes of Barcelona as well, and it showed in the league as well that they are also a team to be reckoned with. So, big man for Monaco, and I hope to see them progressing from these performances and not dropping off. And especially, I'm happy for our man. And when I say our man, I'm referring to Black Stars player Mohamed Salisu, aka Saliki. Saliki, I'm saying the team no, I'm bomb pa September, the Koye man. Meka say bia baby anko ya man say obebo Black Stars. And the club side there, he was really fortunate. He had a very decent a decent month. He had a great month, even with the game against Barcelona I watched, and he did well. So moving on straight to the Premiership. Yanko Premiership. So Yanko here eja Yanum for. Answer me by Yanum for. No me can Yanum for. Me team Manchester United. I'm speaking about Manchester United. Before I come to Manchester United, I want to start with Chelsea. Chelsea had a similar issue with Manchester United, but they seem to have found their form. I'm not saying it's going to be like this forever, but Chelsea has found their form, and they're playing amazing. They're playing amazing, scoring goals as well. So not just with the plays, but with also yeah, not just with playing, but they're also scoring goals. Look at this goal from Cole Palmer this weekend. That is one of his 4 goals he scored this weekend. 4 goals. And that is what tells you a manager is at work. When I say that, I say, manager, Edion, manager, this is what happens. 4 goals for Cole Palmer. 4 goals. 4 good goals. This was an icing on the cake. 4 good goals. 4 good goals. He's a talented player as well, and I think Man City might be licking their lips and reminiscing of losing such a player. These golden golden age of players coming up have got some talented left footers, and it's going to be interesting the next couple of years to see them challenging for the Ballon d'Or. So it's good for the sport. It's good for the sport. It is good for the sport. We like to see as Messi and Ronaldo and a couple of those generational talent, Tony Cruz, Luka Modric, and all of them are passing out or fading out. So we get new crop of talents coming into the game, and I'm happy to see that. So Chelsea, a shout out to you guys for temporarily fixing some of these issues and playing better. My man Gomez, I think you're happy when Chelsea are winning. Aye, Prince. So, shout out to Chelsea. Great game this weekend. Great game. Next, before I come to Yanum, I want to talk about City and Arsenal's rivalry in the title race. So, this weekend, City had a draw game, which, as a Manchester United fan, I'm happy. Especially with what they did to Arsenal the previous week. So them having this tie, I was really happy. To me, it's like a loss for me because that team is stacked. So this gave Arsenal the opportunity and Liverpool the opportunity. Liverpool took the chance, won, and now sitting on the top of the league. So now Liverpool is on top of the league table with Arsenal in second place. Arsenal also winning against Leicester and closing the gap as well. So this title race initially was seemed to be between Man City and Arsenal, but Liverpool really low key up there to challenge for the title. And Slot, and again, this is what happens when you have a coach. He's putting his stamp on the team. And aside from their loss to Nottingham Forest, they've been playing well. They've been playing well. Liverpool team, they are playing well. So them coming on top of the league table is no fluke. So it seems to me that it's more of a 3-horse race than a 2-horse race. You can throw in Chelsea, Aston Villa on them, but it's more of a 3-horse race. Unless Chelsea keep these performances consistently, then I will count them in. But it was a great weekend to see Liverpool and Arsenal come up on top. Although I do wish Arsenal will take over from Liverpool because the Scousers, man, I can't stand them. I can't stand the Scousers. Nana, you heard me right. I can't stand the Scousers. So, yeah, that was what happened. Now let's come to Yanum for. Oh, Erade. As Liverpool and Arsenal, Chelsea, all of them seems to progressing. Yanum for Manchester United seems to be stuck to where we are. No, 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 no. That is even a generous comment. We are not stuck to where we are. We are going down in 11th place. Last year, Aston Villa hired Unai Emery, and they were almost at the bottom half. This year, they are playing in the Champions League. Man United is even struggling to win a game in the Europa and then struggling in the bottom half of the league table. I've said this in some of my previous videos that if Eric Ten Hag is able to last to Christmas, say Christmas to Aquari pa they didn't chiso because na man you bono bibia nkyerɛ mpuntuo ana nkanko kyerɛ nkanko asi any coach a war for 3 seasons and so you as I was saying earlier, Hansi Flick has a lot of injuries, and yet the little that he has, he's still playing some good football. Last week we almost lost to FC 20 at home, Europa League. We can't FC 20 too because they're also not team bay. And yes, still Man United we were dominated at home by FC 20. And they could have gone ahead and won the game at Old Trafford. Yeah, and this weekend, Sunday, Baya, Saturday, Old Trafford. I'm at Tottenham. Every day. Tima, the trophy cabinet, Kurano, and 10 tankwana woman, you need that. Mabesheye, near 1, near 2, 3-0 unanswered. 3-0. And if you have a team playing like this, if you have a team playing like this, how do you expect to win? Look at it. 2 players just walking past the player. And look at the player carrying the ball from his own half, about 75 yards. Bang, go. Look at this. They just walk past the player like, oh, Fakoshe. Look at that. How do you expect to win a game? It's like either the players don't care, or they are just tired of the coach, or they just don't want to play for the coach. I don't know which is which. But it's so embarrassing for a team of Manchester United's caliber, a team of great history, a team with arguably the most worldwide fan base. Even a little kid who has just been born, once they hear Man U cry or say, oh, that's how the team is. Man United is a great team, and right now we are sinking to be just any mate team. And I do hope things change and change quickly, because this coach is not going to help us. Trust me. And speaking of, although they lost, I felt like this tackle by Bruno Fernandes was not deserving of a red card. This was very harsh. It was a very harsh red card on Bruno Fernandes. It was very harsh because I felt like he slept before he made the tackle. No theater. And no tackle. And plus, the 9 chairman can't play, and then the stats, and they can't play. If you watch it again, you will see that he really tried to pull out, like he slept and he got the play on the side with his side cleat. Look, if you really look at it very well, look, it was the side, not the stats of the cleats to the shin, like. And I don't know why VAR did not intervene. Again, it's Man United. We never get the benefit of VAR even with handballs or anything. So it's normal. But I feel sorry for Bruno. I really hope for Manchester United to challenge and for the league to rescind it at least to a yellow card or to reduce the number of games he's going to miss. Because at this point in the team, Bruno is also red card. And then you're going to say. So, yeah, I'm for Eric Ten Hag. Please don't take my team down. Okay. We will continue into us. Now, the team in the this week, again, the European competitions continues. Match day 2 of the Europa fixture. Some of the games that are going on. We have Lazio playing Nice, Slavia Praha against Ajax, Man United against Porto. Now, FC20 Korean and team Porto. Hoffenheim against Dynamo Kiev, that's an interesting one. Tottenham against Fenerbahce, which is an interesting game as well. Another interesting game is going to be Lyon against Rangers. Rangers are playing great. And AS Roma, Elsberg. Frankfurt going against Besiktas, and FC20 against Fenerbahce as well, which is going to be interesting match day 2. With match day 2 for the Champions League, we got some thrilling games as well. So this is starting today. Match day 2 is starting today for the Champions League, and you might want to grab a popcorn and have a seat for some of these games. One is Arsenal against PSG. You wouldn't want to miss this game. Now, Dembele being benched by Luis Enrique this weekend makes this even interesting. How is Paris going to come in against a red hot Arsenal? Not red hot, but a team that is playing well, knows what their business is. You see, Dortmund face Celtic, and we got Milan and Leverkusen. AC Milan and Leverkusen. That's also an interesting game. Xavi Alonso and his boys this weekend tied against Bayern and Vincent Kompany. I think that was Vincent Kompany's, and also reality check as well, just like Hansi Flick. Kompany and Bayern had a little reality check facing the reigning champions of the Bundesliga. Game back so we press over here Bayern and Aston Villa. Aston Villa. Well, their first game they went and beat Young Boys 3-0 away from home. And talking of Young Boys, they faced Barcelona. They also a depleted Barcelona side. Hopefully, they get some of their injured players back. Inter faces Scriveda, which is Red Star Belgrade. And I'm also looking forward to the Atleti and Benfica game. That's a very interesting game as well. Gang Dynamo versus Monaco. Juventus against Leipzig. That's also a great game. That's also a great game, a good game that's going to happen. Real Madrid goes over to France to face Lille. Without Mbappe, they were going back to France, but Mbappe cannot make the trip. This was going to be a clash of brothers. Mbappe's brother who plays for Lille. It would have been a very family affairs, but unfortunately, Mbappe won't be more Intianiano. So that is Liverpool goes against Bologna, and then Storm goes against Club Brugge. Interesting games, match day 2. So make sure you tune in and catch some of these games. Quickly, Kumasi Asante Kotoko is coming to DC Audi Field this month. And when I say this month, October 12 on Saturday, October 12, DC United will be hosting Asante Kotoko, and this is part of the African and black concept that DC is trying to partner, or the United States is trying to partner with Ghana. So this is going to be a friendly game, and it's going to be an interesting one as well. Last year was Medema who came over. This year is Asante Kotoko. And for those supporters who follow the local game, if you remember, recently Asante Kotoko played this inaugural Democracy Cup, and the winner is the one who gets to come here to play DC United. And I wouldn't I wouldn't expect much from Kotoko to beat DC because DC is almost at the end of their season. They've been playing, and the season for Kotoko just started. I think they've probably played 2 or 3 games. So I wouldn't expect much from them coming here, but I expect them to put up a nice show for some of us, the fans who will be going to watch them. So DC and Kotoko will be fun. All right, wrapping up. We have our international break coming soon. In Ghana, we are still yet without a proper approved CAF pitch or CAF stadium for our Black Stars to play Sudan. This week, we've heard so many rumors. Akufo-Addo, CAF president, say, "Oma ye kwaina ye mo ball no Ghana no osena mo mfa ye emfiri Ghana nko." Nti almost submit purchase me Cape Coast and Accra Sports Stadium. Se CAF nsamra emaye inspection. Akufo-Addo eto nsa omoto omsa CAF. The CAF abey inspection ko oma mfa muayi bi ama no mode ko. And as I'm talking to you, as the picture on the screen is the live update or the current as today, the pitch of Accra Sports Stadium. We back say, hey, I say I come on, get green no. ABM Ghana. You green and so much no nya shase. Ball bounce so 1-2. And no. Afi na park no true colors I show. As about service about painful no. Where they EBP. And to say green, na say good green you be hu, enye good green so you be hu. And to my fellow subscribers, a pitch being green doesn't mean it's good. It's a park na green who jana say green and just say good. Pitch being green means it's just the appearance, but the quality of the pitch itself, you get to see it when the ball rolls, when the ball is moving on the surface. That tells you it's a good pitch. So let's hope that CAF spares because we are Ghana and give us the benefit of the doubt that we've been able to fix it. But even with this, if you see the seats, if you see the pitch side, if you see the bathrooms, oh my goodness, that is what I expect somebody to. I'm hoping somebody can go and make an extensive video. Or the Uncle Accra Sports Stadium, Uncle Stadium, no, inside hono, VIP session, no Uncle VVIP, no bathrooms, no dressing rooms. Na hona ibe hu say, hey, the Ghana ya catchy. You can't even use the bathrooms. Who can't even use the bathroom? Because enye juma. So we waited for CAF to come tell us to fix these things before we are scrambling to fix it. And yes, so this is just only the pitch they're fixing. I can tell you for a fact, these bathrooms are still not operable. Floodlights not working. Yeah, that's what you should take the scoreboard. Come on. All right, you can't say you can't the other side. So, my lovely people, Eto'o, this is where we bring the curtains to an end. And again, thank you all for being with us and watching us every day. We thank you for those who have subscribed, and thank you to those who are about to subscribe. Make sure you do subscribe and share the video with others as well. Until then, we'll see you next time after the weekend or the midweek action. After the midweek action, I hope you all stay safe and I hope you all stay blessed. God bless you all.